What is going on, guys? Dub Gaming here, and this is something a little bit different. I know a lot of people are only getting 2K now because it's free on the PSN store, and I also know that a lot of people are just kind of starting to watch my team. A lot of my team videos are actually getting a lot more views now. Maybe it's because people are bored with other game modes, maybe it's because of all the new content, but I'm actually going to make this video geared towards people that are just starting out, or people that just want to have a bit of fun and don't want to spend much MT. So this is what I think personally is the best team you can get for under 20,000 MT. At the point guard, maybe it's in and around 20k. I think it's under 20k. And my computer's froze, is it? No? It's there. Alright. Yeah, I see. So at point guard, we've got Russell Westbrook. I know you can go with people like Michael Ray Richardson at point guard, Marcus Smart, Austin Rivers, that probably look better. But Russell Westbrook is the best point guard in the game for less than 5k. There's not even a question about that. He's 6'3", so he's not too small. 90 overall, 90 offensive, 91 defense when he's 89. And 3,000 coins on a good day. So if you look through all these stats, 96 driving layup. His standing shot 3 is 76, but it seems to go in a lot when it's open. Lateral quickness 85, 80 on ball defense, and a 90 driving dunk. That is incredible. And the two, you're going to be kind of confused by this, but trust me, buy him. He is probably going to be your best buy. Isaiah Ryder. I'm going to make a video, one of the kind of like bronze, silver of better players. I'm going to make one on him in, well, the clips are all there. I'm just editing it, in the middle of editing it while I'm recording this. So it'll either be up the day before this video or the day after this video. But Isaiah Ryder is incredible. He can shoot the ball from mid-range. He can shoot it from 3. His 77 speed's a lie because he has 87 acceleration, which is all that seems to matter in 2K. And so his defense is okay, good for a silver, at 73. And he's an 88 standing layup, 79 driving layup, not great. But he has got a 94 driving dunk and 97 vertical. So he just throws it down on everybody. He is unbelievable. At small forward, you can pretty much can't go wrong with a lot of cheap small forwards. There's players like Melo, but for this team is a little bit more expensive. All these golds, even Paul George. But for the 2K to for the 1500 to maybe 2200 mark, I think the two best are Kent Bazemore and Andrew Wiggins. I like to start Wiggins because I think he's just a little bit better than Bazemore. At power forward for 1600 coins, which is the cheapest I sum up now, you can't go wrong with Dirk Nowitzki. 97 post fade. His release is a bit long, but when you get used to it, it's actually money. And at center, pretty much, Bismack Biyombo is actually a really good option. But for this team, he might be a little bit too expensive. If you're going for like the best 30k team, Biyombo's in it, no doubt. He absolutely torched me in my game against Antaman. He is unbelievable. But if you're going for players that are around the 1.5 to 2k, because we did overspend a little bit on Westbrook, you can't go wrong with either Andre Drummond or Hassan Whiteside. Personally, I prefer Hassan Whiteside because he's 3 inches taller and has a little bit of a better block stat, so he's a little bit better defensively to back up Dirk, but you can't go wrong with either of them. Off the bench, obviously you're 6th man, you need someone who's going to score the ball straight up. So we go small forwards, and this is where we get Kent Bazemore in. He's got an 85 driving dunk, a 91 shot 3, 85 speed, 83 acceleration, 80 on ball defense, which is good enough, and he can just light up. This is driving 85. You can finish. And as well off the bench, we're going to go mostly silver players. We're going to go with Jim Jackson. While his defensive stats are shocking, they are awful, it doesn't really matter because he is 6'6", strong, and look at the stats that actually matter in 2K. He's got 90 acceleration, 89 speed, 86 standing shot 3, and 85 moving shot 3. He was my starting point guard in the gold seeds up till I bought Westbrook. So up till about Christmas, January, before Westbrook's price dropped to about 5k, Jim Jackson was my starting point guard over the Amethyst Kid. I'm trying to remember who are the other players. Yeah, then you gotta get your lights out shooter. You gotta get Kyle Korver in. This Kyle Korver or even the other Kyle Korver. As far as players, I think this one's a little bit cheaper. This one's about 2,000 coins. As far as players that cheap, I personally think Kyle Korver is the best. There's a lot of ones you can go for. There's a lot of the cheap golds you can get for 2,000 coins. But for some reason, I don't think they shoot. They don't feel like they shoot as well as Korver. Another one who's got probably higher ratings is Troy Daniels. But again, I don't know if it's just me, I'm bad with him, or I'm really good with Korver. I hit more shots with Korver than anyone else, so that's why I'm going to put him in there. Then we got to go for the centers for a big guy. There's Tyson Chandler and Rudy Gobert. They're about 1,300, 1,400 coins. Personally, I prefer Rudy Gobert, but again, you can't. This is like the Sam Whiteside, Andre Drummond thing. You can't go wrong with either. In the stats that actually matter for a center, especially off the bench, he's got a 90 standing dunk, which is important. These offensive stats don't matter because he's got an 88 defense, 90 offensive rebound, and he's got a 94 block and is 7 foot tall. So he's exceptional. He's as good as the majority of gold centers. And at the start of the game, he was my favorite center above any of the gold ones I had. So then, let's see, we've got 4 more spots for players. And of course, point guard off the bench. Personally, I'd use one of these two. Rajon Rondo or Avery Bradley. Bradley does have a little bit of a better jump shot, but I'm going to give Rondo the nod. I actually love this Rajon Rondo card. And in the gameplay that's going up right before this, check that out. It was an out of a hat challenge. Rondo did work. I love this Rajon Rondo. I don't know why, but he plays like he's an 87. He plays better than his card did last year, and he's a silver. And if you want to pay 2 extra K, you can get his gold. That's much better. Again, if you have a little bit more money, get his gold. He's going to be unbelievable. We got 3 more spots. We have got, in my opinion, the most underrated silver card in this game, Mario Hezonja. When this game first came out, if you look at the stats, he's got relatively quick. His defense sucks. But if you look at his offensive stats, good mid-range, good 3-point shot. He's got a really nice release. He's quick. He's 6'8", and he has got an 85 driving dunk with an 84 vertical. I thought he was going to balloon up, and I said it in my auction house tips when he was like 1,000. I said, oh, he's going to be worth like 8-9k. Obviously that wasn't right, but I was right about Porzingis going up. When Porzingis was 1,000, at one stage he was 10k. But Mario Hezonja is incredible. If you're using him in 3 gold seeds, he's brilliant. Last 2 players. We've got, you can either, with this position here, is to kind of end the bench. You can either get a slasher, a big guy, a scorer, a defender. You can do whatever you want. I'm just looking through silvers at my favourite ones. I could put Tyson Chandler in, I could put Kevin Martin in, JJ Redick. But I'm going to go with something a little bit weird here. Where is he? I'm going to go with Justice Winslow because he plays defense and he is money. Anyone who's used him will tell you this. Winslow, for some reason, is money in this game. Don't ask me why. He's not a good shooter in real life, but he is money in 2K. Last position off the bench is possibly the most underrated defender in this game and the best defender in this game. He's like a silver Bill Russell. He can just guard anybody. Willie Cauley-Stein. He's got a good standing layup, good standing dunk. His offense sucks. He has an 85 speed. He's got an 81 lateral quickness. His on-ball defense IQ is 81. His low post is 80. And his block is 88. And what's the scary thing about this, so he essentially is as athletic as a lot of point guards. The scary thing about this is he's 7'1". He can lock down anybody. And what I mean is that like taller players for some reason have that extra burst of speed as soon as they go off the block. So he can lock down point guards. He can lock down shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards and centers. So for 800 coins, which is about what he costs, just to have him on your team, he's not going to cost that much in contracts because he's silver. Willie Cauley-Stein is a perfect pickup. So yeah, this is, in my opinion, the best team that you can buy with 20k. There's obviously a lot of small switches you can make that I'm just picking based on personal preference. But if you look at this team, it's got everything. It's got your guy who's going to dominate, Russell Westbrook. It's got two great scorers on the wings in Ryder and Wiggins. It's got Dirk, who's just unbelievable on offense. Hassan, who's a great defender. Off the bench, you've got Bazemore, who can just put the ball in the hole. You've got someone who's fast and can shoot. Jim Jackson. You've got Paul, in my opinion, the best shooter in the game. He's the best shooter for me anyway. You've got a great defending center. You've got a great defending point guard who can, who's a good playmaker and is quick. You've also got another player who can just come on, have 10 points in 2 minutes. You've got Justice Winslow, who's a great defender and can shoot. And then you've got arguably the best defender, the best current defender anyway, and he's a fucking silver that costs 900 coins. So yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna pretty much do a challenge. All of you, I challenge anyone to make a team for 20k that's better than this. Leave links to 2kmtcentral.com. It allows you to create concept squads. Leave your links to the squad in the comments, or send them to me if you want, and I will pick one and do a game against one person who sends me a squad and put it up on this channel. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.